Muchachos y muchachas, I hope that you guys are doing well, and I hope you are rested from the weekend. I wanted to make this quick video and just jumping straight to the point. I recently published my most previous video, a podcast with Epstein survivor Maria Farmer. And within that podcast, I noticed that there were some common and most themed comments that are most concerned about her claim with Trump being implicated in the Epstein activities and the Epstein ring. And what I wanted to make a clear stance on is that I hold this channel and my reporting at high integrity. You guys have seen me throughout the years. I always cite my documentation, and if there isn't concrete documentation, corroborative witness accounts, or anything that is clear cut, I always make that statement. Hey guys, I don't know if this is true. This is what they are alleging or they are saying. So we'll have to wait on this. And I always make that clarification with those subject matters. So this is not anything different. I have outreached to Maria Farmer for this documentation supporting her allegations and claims that Trump was indeed implicated in this ring. And, this has not been a foreign subject, with a lot of speculation in social media. We have seen this before, and it's always alluded to dropped cases or things thrown out. And so this is why I need to clarify this, especially in my stance for truth, right? So I have outreach to Maria for that documentation. Another thing that I have been informed of is, or reminded of, because I have seen this interview before, is the cooperation that Trump had within the case, which is why I'm a little bit confused myself. This is the attorney representing Epstein victims and being interviewed on his involvement with Epstein. And, this reporter, I'm sure I don't know what he was expecting, if he was expecting a different answer, but the attorney actually replied in something that was surprising to many people, as well as the reporter. Take a look.
Just one more question on that document, and this goes to the more salacious rumors, but I would like you to just, whatever you can say on it. Obviously, our current president has had relationships with Epstein in the past, and there are those Katie Johnson and maybe other victims who have accused Trump of being involved in things like this. In my experience, Trump supporters will not listen to anything along those lines. Obviously, we're not a court of law here right now, but are those claims, though that case was dropped, it was dropped before it went to court, in your opinion as a lawyer and your experience, is there anything you can say as to the validity of those claims, or whether or not there will be any more about that?
Nothing at all. The only thing that I can say about President Trump is that he is the only person who, in 2009, when I served a lot of subpoenas on a lot of people, or at least gave notice to some pretty connected people that I wanted to talk to them, he is the only person who picked up the phone, said, let's just talk, I'll give you as much time as you want, I'll tell you what you need to know, and was very helpful in the information that he gave, and gave no indication whatsoever that he was involved in anything untoward whatsoever, but had good information that checked out and that helped us, and that we didn't have to take a deposition of him.
That was in 2009?
That was in 2009. So,
do you know if there's any truth to James Patterson's claims that Trump kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago? I've
definitely heard that.
Yeah.
I definitely heard that, and I don't know that it was Trump himself as opposed to a manager there.
Trump's club, so
yeah,
people credit him.
I've heard the rumor that Epstein was kicked out of there for allegedly trying to pick up somebody's daughter or something like that. But I think I did chase that down as far as I could, and never was able to confirm it, but I heard it.
I'm on the same boat with that. And just as far as Mar-a-Lago, that's where Virginia Roberts was kind of brought into the whole scheme, right? Via
That's where she was recruited. Where she was recruited.
Yeah, absolutely. So
that's where she was recruited and brought to Jeffrey Epstein's house. So, the story of someone else being recruited there is not so far-fetched.
Absolutely.
It's believable.
All right, well, I know you're busy. Anything else you'd like to...
And so with this being said, I know that there were a lot of shocking things said on the podcast, some names that were revealed. And with this, I think it's important that we sit and we wait on, more things to come about this. But like I said, my stance is always, I will not just hold to a speculation unless there is concrete documentation. So let's wait on that. Yeah. So I appreciate all of your support and your love for this channel. I hold myself to a responsibility to stick to the truth and to get all supporting documentation that I can with anything that is reported on this channel. And even if it's things that are said by other parties, we've got to make those clarifications going forward. So thank you so much for supporting. Thank you so much for your love. I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next video.